This was the beginning of the game that put humanity's fate on the line.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to what I assume is Chapter 2. Last time we beat Chapter 1, we got through the final dungeon. We beat the guy with the tentacle tie. We had someone die, but yet they were still there for the cutscenes, which, I mean, is annoying, but at the same time, I can definitely... Here's what I would have liked to see. If at the end of the dungeon you don't have the material to bring someone back, then you lose. Like, it won't let you finish the chapter and cue the ending until you have everyone alive. And then just have them show up in whatever age, like, you know, in the child form in that scene. Having them show up in the, you know, age that they were before they died just doesn't make any damn sense whatsoever. So, slight misstep, in my opinion. Could have been done better, but at the end of the day, it's certainly not a big deal. We are in Chapter 2, and... Hi, Zed.
Maybe there's some truth to that. But you don't always have the luxury of choice.
Yeah, only you can choose what you're going to be, but you don't have infinite choice. Like, you have to work within the within the world you find yourself. I can't just be like, well, I'm going to be a billionaire. And just sit in your apartment and be like, if I don't have $1 billion, I'm not doing anything. It's like, okay, well, then you die.
For example, you don't choose family. And I didn't choose who I live with in the Sea of Ruins.
That is very true.
Only those who were dealt a good hand can play for the win.
That is not so true. Those that were those who were dealt a good hand have a immensely better chance of getting the win, but everyone can play for it. You know, there's a lot of success stories out there, but unfortunately we do romanticize those success stories and make it seem like anyone can be a millionaire. No. It's just like doing this on YouTube. Anyone can make Let's Plays. Your chances of being able to do it for a living are basically zero. There's, you know, how many Let's Players are there out there, and how many of them don't have a second job, or a third job, or a primary job? Maybe 0.1%? And that's being generous?
Those with a losing hand like mine can only endure, waiting for an opportunity to strike.
Strike? Damn. You don't have to tear other people down just because you can't have something. I'm not out there gunning for PewDiePie or... Who even are the popular Let's Players? I don't know. This is the problem. I get so isolated. When you become a Let's Player, you end up becoming so isolated because you can't watch other people do Let's Plays because you don't want to watch a game you haven't played yet.
Even if it ultimately leads to my own downfall, it would still be better than ending up as the sole loser.
Man, Zen has a very non-Zen-like look at life. I am a gold lock. I am a gold key. I am a silver lock. I'm a silver key. Bronze? Oh, I am a brass lock. I'm a brass key. Wood! Wood League, that's next. I'm a lead lock. I'm a lead key. Or a lead key, we don't know. Ah. I'm a monk lock. That's not a type of metal. Oh, I'm a monkey. Okay, derpy derp 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 derp. Geez, do I have to voice Zen now? Because I'm definitely getting a lot of Zen stuff. Does that mean every chapter is about a different character? And if so, does that mean there's 8 chapters in the game? I thought I felt a tremor and snapped awake. I looked around the room, but nothing seemed to be shaking.
Must have been a bad dream or something.
My eyes covered in cold sweat. My clothes are sticking to my damp body. A shower would be nice, but the island doesn't have any electricity, gas, or water.
No, we do have water.
I was gonna say, I seem to remember there being water. In that case, I at least wipe my body. Maybe straighten out my appearance and leave the room. A few days since we obtained the extend machine part from the Mashiro Garden Tower, we still have cloned bodies affected with the aging effect. Okay, first question. Before I do anything else. Wait, I can't. Have Have I forgotten the controls?
Let's check the map.
I know I'm going to the... I might not be able to actually build yet. That might be what's
There's
happening.
something here.
Because I was just like, why can't I... But I bet I need to get everyone together before I'm able to access things and be able to actually improve. Because I got a lot of supplies, so I should be able to make the island better.
What's this?
My face with a damp towel is even more refreshing than I'd imagined.
Good morning.
That sounds like the old me.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Sorry to wake up so late despite being a farmer. It's interesting to actually see me, because like before, I was always the main character, so I never saw myself. Yeah, I know who he is. I literally was him.
No.
I didn't mean it like that. You're usually up early, so I thought it was a habit.
Just kidding.
Yeah, no, I'm just teasing you.
What?
Farmer's habit, maybe? Farmers like to tease. That's why we've got farm girls everywhere. Haruto sighs.
Oh, yeah.
I found out what this thing is. Rio found the insurgent storage compartment yesterday. Wasn't Rio yelling about the thing being a key item for escaping the island?
Yeah.
Yeah, but long story short, it's just a music player. Music player? We don't even have electricity.
No.
Well, I actually was born. There's a solar panel attached to this thing. Bum ba da ba da bum ba bum bum. So you can change it with a source with solar power. All the songs, why that one?
In that case...
You just haven't played this one. There are other ones here. Why would I worry when I ask, but I decided against it. Interesting. I just don't understand what Lord Monty is thinking. Lord Monty? Why is the logo on the music player in the children's clothing? We had decided it would be what we call the god that turned us into humans' clothes. Okay, I was not there for that discussion. He's given us something that could help with survival instead.
Let's see...
Yeah, but at least we have a change of clothes. Yeah, our children's clothes were also found in the storage compartment of the extend machine. Not just the children's clothes. There's a lot of clothes in storage, similar to those we wore before the world ended. They're all in money-labeled vacuum packs with each of our names on them. I'm almost certain that some corporation or organization is involved in us being left here. Well, not even being left here, being created here.
Zen.
How about that liar you mentioned the other day? Have you mentioned to anyone else? Just you, Soph? Was I supposed to?
No.
I don't actually want you to talk about it to anyone. I want them starting distrusting each other when there's no proof.
I see.
You can't trust what I say, huh?
It's not true.
Zen loves getting a rise out of people. It's not that, I just...
kidding.
Yeah, give myself for now.
Thanks.
I'm just getting a bit relieved as he smiles. Felt a pang of guilt in my chest. As you know, I'd be exposing that liar soon enough. You just been added to the top left screen. Let's cursor up the music player and press to open the BGM list. The BGM of your choice to continue your adventure. Still can't go into the menu.
North is up.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know more north was up. I appreciate that. Alright, and now we will go here and see what this place has to say for us. Well, of course, because you just said that you woke up late. And we're already gathered at the garage. I don't remember how it started. It became routine for us to gather there before noon. It's interesting that I guess that at the beginning of chapters it sets everyone back to just being a normal adult, because like they said a few days have passed, so that probably means people died and were brought back, because Rio is now back to being his original self, even though he had definitely aged to being at least middle age, if not old, at the end of that. Hey, about this, maybe it broke already. Mutters as he slaps the TV. Since he hadn't come back on since the day we obtained the machine part.
Sheesh.
Damn, that show in Mira? I thought the aging effect was supposed to be gone when we found the machine part. The machine went through a system update when we put the machine part in it. It took nearly half a day, but the aging effect is still part of us. The only thing that changed is not extra option in the extend machine's menu. I didn't quite get it at first, but Missy checked the machine. According to her, the function affecting the area around here was expanded, so it's explore further than before, supposedly. Judged by the control panel of the machine, there are 5 more missing pieces. We need to gather all the parts before we can stop the aging effect. That's interesting, because that means we'll actually get 1 piece per chapter in theory, but still have 2 chapters at the end with a fully effective machine. But there weren't any other parts around. That's right, it's all Garage Island and Mashiro Garden Tower.
Yeah.
Actually, there's an underground area in the Mashiro Garden area. We haven't checked there.
But, you know...
But there's no... Well, then how do you know it's there? I wonder... The iron stairs are both broken. If there was another way...
No.
If we could, I'd like to be submerged in water. It would be more natural to assume the machine parts are in some other ruins.
That's...
Well, yeah, we just said that we could explore further, so that makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense.
See?
Look at the ocean. They're floating everywhere. Yeah, but we're gonna check on all of them?
Nope.
It's just not possible. We don't even know how many of them there are out there. What, do you have some pressing appointment, Rio? Some other plan? Machine visibly heavy. My chance to speak now.
See?
I'm sure some ruins will drift up here.
What?
Look.
Why wouldn't they? For all the trouble Mashiro Group went through for all these preparations.
Come on now.
Mashiro, what do they have to do with the ruins?
Huh?
And you really haven't noticed? That's part of Mashiro's city.
What? See?
I'm sure Haruto and the officer have noticed already, being abreast of Mashiro City.
No.
Actually, although I thought I recognized it from somewhere. I've got no... And I patrol the area all the time, too. Come on, aren't you an editor and you're a police officer? This island's part of Mashiro City. So is Mashiro Garden Tower. Well, we definitely knew about Mashiro Garden Tower being part of Mashiro City. This can't be a coincidence. I'm sure the next ruins will somehow be Mashiro related.
Wait.
I knew that question was coming, so I pulled out the thing I brought with me in advance.
Well...
Signs of the island were removed, except one.
You got it?
You get it? Mashiro Group's home turf. Mashiro Group's involved in all this. It brings up one interesting possibility. He's being imprisoned in ruins that are modeled after Mashiro's city.
Huh?
I mean, that's theoretically possible. We do know we're clones, but we don't necessarily know the rest of humanity was actually wiped out. Like, the game has actually set up to where it's like, we're going to put out this crazy claim that we're clones, then we're going to come back from life in order to prove you're clones, and that means everything else we said is true as well. But that doesn't actually logically follow. Just because one thing they stated is true doesn't mean everything they've stated is true.
You know.
That said, I'm not saying I don't believe that the world of humanity is wiped out. Like, I don't have any real reason to doubt it. But it is, we have to think about we have to keep straight what we know versus what we think. The leaves out morally dubious research on human clones, of course. Am I right, Madame Mashiro? Well, how would she know?
Right.
It is an interesting theory. Yeah, if it doesn't concern you. You really know everything about the Extend Machine, Extend TV, and Madi, don't you?
Zen!
You're free to think what you like. But Oh, look at that distracting us. Why? She is so... The more things go on, the more I'm concerned about her. Only because, one, in the extended intro, like I've said, like, everything else is... Look, the editor of Sloth was associated with Sloth, and all 7 people except her are associated with a sin. She is called the original sin. So there's definitely something coming with her. But then also the fact she doesn't age is weird as hell. I almost actually wonder... Here's my theory on her. I think she might be the first clone, which is why she doesn't go through the aging effect. They hadn't actually gotten that working yet. That also means she doesn't ever naturally die. Maybe the aging effect was put in place in order to keep the clones from, like, overwhelming the populace.
For real?
How many days has it been?
Oh,
It's been quiet for a while. That's some convenient timing. Let's continue this talk after we watch. We've got infinite time after all. That is actually true. As far as I can tell, when we're on Garage Island, time doesn't pass. Obviously, when we go out to the ruins, time starts passing and we start getting hungry and all that stuff. But on Garage Island, you can walk around infinitely, as far as I can tell. Now we're gonna, and now I can get in here. So let us. So I can update the warehouse, which requires a partition iron fence. So I only got one partition. I can either upgrade the. I'm definitely updating the bedrooms. Wow, barely looks changed. So the workshop requires one extra vine and some driftwood. Kitchen requires 2 more water bottles, which we can easily get. A partition, which we can't easily get. And some more scrap metal. Partition, and the toilet requires... So actually, we're doing well in terms of upgrading everything. Like, there's nothing that requires parts we've never seen before. I have to wonder... just how much... like... How feasible would it be to go over into the Garden Tower and just run through there and pick up other stuff? Like, will it all respawn? Respond? Because, yeah, the scrap metal we can use. Alright, let's go ahead and watch this.
there's something here.
Hey, kids! It's time for Extend TV!
Who are you calling kids? We're all older than you since we all reverted back to being adult.
Hope everyone's surviving all right out there. Don't forget to eat, guys. There isn't much you can't handle as long as you eat well.
Yay!
Your words are always so shallow, Mirai.
Wow, why is Sho talking down to Mirai? He's the one that's an idiot.
How rude! I was just worried about them and...
And what?
Interesting. Sho's personality has changed significantly.
All you do is give out missions from your cozy little safe spot.
That's interesting. He just sits without having anything. That means they're being voiced over.
You have a point. Wait, where did that tea come from?
There is no tea. He didn't.
They're out there working hard and dying over and over again. There must be more we can do.
You might be right. I wish this wasn't coming from you, though.
So, I was thinking about all this while sleeping last night.
So you were just sleeping then?
He was sleeping and thinking. He can do both. He's a multitasker.
Here's my idea. Let's just roast Mirai whole and feed everyone till they're nice and full.
I mean, she does come back.
Wow, that's a pretty good idea.
Right?
She's okay with it? Or has she not actually listened yet?
All right, let's start a fire and get on that.
No, no, no. Wool doesn't burn very well, so the meat would end up raw.
Mirai, what is wrong with you?
Sorry, I've never been roasted whole before.
Okay, I was expecting her to be like, oh, that's what? But she's...
We need to shave you naked before we start roasting.
No! Mirai has only done hair nudes so far.
What the hell is a hair? Do I even want to know?
Anyway, here's the next mission.
Man, Sho is taking over.
You're just gonna leave me hanging like that?
Well, apparently Sho also doesn't want to know what a hair nude is. I don't necessarily blame him.
Huh? It's the exact same thing as last time. Was there some sort of mix-up?
The next missions are machine part collecting for a bit, so no need to announce them every time.
Oh. Well, I just made a fool of myself for nothing.
I don't know, Mirai showed everyone her ass, so...
But even though the mission is the same, the setting is completely different. New ruins should have drifted onto Garage Island.
You mean up to Garage Island?
What?
Next up are the ruins rife with Mother Nature, Monkey Treehouse Village. Unlike the last one, these ruins are smack dab in the heart of the exotic wilderness.
Hooray!
I see. So it's like how corruption scandals and quilted sandals are completely different things.
Yes? I get how Scandals and Sandals are close, but how is Corruption and Quilted anything similar?
Yes, a similar yet different brand new adventure is about to begin. So good luck finding that machine part. Remember, kids,
Illuminate!
a brighter future.
For humanity!
Bye-bye.
To be continued. Aren't I supposed to be, like, continue that conversation? I feel like I am. Okay, I just want to check something real quick. Well, I guess I should make some stuff. Well, then don't use him.
Smells great. This is my favorite. I am more of an eater than a cook. Bon appetit.
So she just used everything she had. Let's go ahead and get some other people that can cook, because I feel like having a good amount of food is fundamental. Oh, he has 550 till next level 7. Oh, he has only 1 SP. I thought he had 7. I'm like, wow, he can learn everything. Go ahead and learn cooking. You can also learn middle-aged aptitude. Like, basically, I'm going to teach everyone 1 level of cooking, so they can all cook something. Alright, so you can also learn 1 level of cooking, and... You already have it, right? This will be where it's... Yeah, I maxed her out on cooking, so... That's interesting. Alright, and I also maxed you out on cooking, so... That takes 2. Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. And lastly, for you... I do need some people to upgrade equipment. I don't need literally everyone having cooking. I just really feel like while I'm here, I want to make sure I have the maximum amount of food possible.
And done.
Okay, we ran out of rock salt.
How's this?
And it's ready. Piece of cake.
Smells great. How's this?
I don't really understand. Okay. You can make some... Again, just make sure that we are well equipped for what is to come. But the other thing I want to know... Isn't this the... Yeah, okay. Alright, so there are 2 scrap metal, so it is counting stuff in the warehouse when I'm looking at upgrades. So I can go ahead and take stuff out. that I'm not going to need. Flowers can come out. There's our third one of those. Cardboard box can come out. There's some rocks. And I don't even know what this is. Okay, and that seems to be everything. Okay, so that takes care of all of that. I don't think there's anything else we have to do now. Let's go ahead and start seeing where the... Actually, before we go... So yeah, it sort of reset us back to a neutral state. Thankfully, it also, like we're coming in fully fed and everything, which is nice. And unexpected. Whoa. You know, me and my white walls. In fact, I see a non-white wall right there. I don't like having non-white walls. There we go. Now that's not going to make me twitch uncontrollably whenever I see it. Alright. And this is like a pain in the ass. First thought in my head when I see the ruins floating in the sea.
Looky, looky!
Look, Mama, it's a new island. It looks like a forest. My, my. Yes, I see it. I wonder when it drifted here. I felt a small tremor this morning, so it may have been around that time. So that did happen. I didn't just imagine after all.
I can't wait!
It has monkey in the name. I wonder if there are monkeys on that island. Maybe they haven't all died already. Or they can't speak like the ones on a certain planet. Monkey Treehouse Village. Never heard of it. What do you think, Haruto? Dr. Mamoru?
No.
This is my first time hearing of it.
Right.
Likewise, I don't think there was anything like that in Mishiro City, at least.
I guess that's to be expected.
This is our first time seeing ruins other than Mishiro City. I suppose it is. Yeah, there goes Zen's theory. But at the same time, this also shows places other than Mishiro Cities have been destroyed.
Hey!
See then? That means Yuma isn't suspicious. You have nothing to do with Mishiro City.
Well,
Not necessarily. Yeah, but you can't prove a negative. You can't be like, well, there's no proof she isn't suspicious. Like, you have to accept that your theory is wrong, Zen boy, Zen Doodle.
Listen here.
Right.
I admit it's still a possibility. Does she know something about that forest or not?
Let's go!
Okay, let's go out. We might find new materials and items too.
Yeah!
Yeah, the machine part should be on that island. Let's depart for that part.
Nice!
A pilot depart and depart, huh? Pretty funny if I do say so. Well, everyone's ready to go. Let's head to the ruins.
Oh!
I like the little, like, song of victory that plays. So walking apart, there could be creatures roaming around. Before, no one's headed to check the ruins. I'll come back to life anyway. I see it. That's a dangerous mentality that will only numb the senses. Yep, we're going in. So we're not quite at 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes. Monkey Treehouse Village. Well, very straightforward so far. Now we're getting some divergence. Center-soaked grass drifting in the wind, the fresh aroma of tree trunks. The smell of nature brings back memories. This is more of a forest than ruins. A labyrinth of greenery is spread out before us.
Wow!
There's a house on top of the... Is that a tree house?
right.
Yeah, it looks like it. I never realized a treehouse was such a macho structure myself.
Come on now.
This is definitely not a normal treehouse, though.
Wait a minute.
What?
I saw it on Hildebrand. You mean that information program that plays at noon?
Yes!
This was featured in their episode about outdoor resorts. I remember the details, but it was introduced as a popular outdoor facility in the region. Giant treehouse was a defining characteristic. I'm sure this is it. Well, I guess this place is famous. Why would a machine part be here? I wonder about that about Haruto's old workplace too. I think of one possibility. This place is related to someone here, like Bashiro Garden Tower was to me.
What do you think?
Does it ring a bell for anyone? How about you, Rinko?
No!
I've only seen it on TV. I've never actually been here before.
In that case...
Everyone looks at each other but stay silent. No surprise there. Most fun from this place, keep his mouth shut after all. Well, I'm pretty sure it's you, Zen, because the chapter is focusing on you.
So...
This place is related to one of us. Why would the machine part be here? Well, I don't know, but... Come, let's go. Satsuka's gonna leave you all behind.
Hey, now. All right.
Well, Satsuka's gonna get lost on her own. I notice my fingers are trembling. Alright, I have not... Never mind.
They won't get away. Ta!
Hold on. Yeah, I would like to have a party. That could have been tragic.
Concentrate.
Waiting for my chance.
No more messing around!
They won't get away.
Watch out!
Jeez, this thing's running so fast.
Stop. Whoa!
Yeah, someone was saying that doing that, I could definitely see it, that like our stress goes way down or way up.
Which way is north?
Did I put this away?
Looks like it won't open.
Okay. Oh, I missed a section.
Looks like it won't open.
Again, from last time, I'm very, very big on actually...
Whoa!
Get out! I could hear it coming too, and they just wouldn't actually like get out of the menu. Get back here. It's interesting they run away. I'm not a big fan of having chased this thing down, and it's interesting. So it all, because I knocked his tail off, everything I'm going to get from it came out of its tail. There's another lizard somewhere. I've definitely run across two so far, and only killed one. There's the other one. But real quick. I'm gonna give her that. So I'm definitely not necessarily agreeing with the advice I got regarding.
Where are we?
I forget what
Can't go
button.
there.
Not using the charge attacks. So don't get directly in front of it is what I'm learning. Thought I heard a roar or something. That's interesting. I'll investigate that more in a second. I'm trying to figure out where this lizard went. Because I don't want it to come back when I'm not sure it's there.
It won't open.
That seems like a good recipe for tragedy.
Ow.
Ow. I don't know where it went, though. And that makes me, I'll tell you, kind of uncomfortable. Okay, so I need to put something on that switch to open that door.
Whoa! It won't open.
Well, I know the lizard did not go through those doors because they're locked. It's just a question of where it actually did go. Well, there's a lizard. I'm not sure if it's the lizard.
That hurts.
I'm taking a lot of damage for no real reason. Interesting. Keep that closed for right now. I don't trust open doors. Particularly, I'm really annoyed that this lizard keeps running away from me. Finally. Oh my god, again? Thankfully, it's not doing a lot of damage at all. But how many of these damn lizards are there? Holy wow. Thankfully, we've basically made a circuit now. There can't really be other lizards.
Looks like it won't open.
So the question becomes... The problem is they run off... And I end up losing track of them.
They won't get away.
Wait, what just happened? What is that? White lizard fang. Alright, so there was a lizard in a holding pen, for what I can tell.
What's this?
F3 hidden switch in small letters. F3? Well, that's a made-up word.
Found it.
Please don't cut off lizard's tail. I've already done that. I made food out of it. Well, okay, I didn't actually make food out of it, but...
We should mark it.
So where did you go, Mr. Oh, hi there.
They won't get away.
Mine. Not bad.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to eat that. I meant to store it. The entire reason I knocked it off was to be able to use that in order to step on a switch. There's also an open door here. This one does not have a lizard hidden inside.
Is it edible?
F3 is the third floor. It goes up to F5. Okay, I think I'm just about done with the random stuff.
There it is.
These are full of danger. Be careful not to trip over roots. God dang it, I just dropped the thing for no real reason. Will you please stop hitting me, stupid lizard? Like, he just walks over, smacks me in the face, and walks off again. It is highly not okay. Stupid lizard! I am not happy with this amphibian. Thank goodness. Get out of here. Eats an egg. Okay, so ironically enough, we made a full circuit. I wonder if they're programmed to do that. Like, do they always go in a full circle before they get back to where they started?
I wonder what this is. On 3.
Alright, well that was the thing I needed to access for sure. So now I can move around relatively safely.
No more messing around!
They won't get away.
Concentrate.
Waiting for my chance.
Mine!
The other enemies?
That may be completely and utterly worth it. Because, yeah, that did a lot of stress, but I think chasing them around may be worse than that. Keep this door open if you wish to proceed. Why? It's not that I don't believe you. It's that I need to check this door before I move forward.
Is this it?
Interesting. So I found some letters that you can't do anything with.
Let's try activating it. This might be it.
God dang it! I'm so bad at remembering the controls of this game. Because, yeah, I can see on the map
It won't open.
that this opens a lot of other places. Like, a lot of other places.
Waiting for my chance.
No more messing around!
They won't get away.
I lose weight. Is it edible?
Ah!
Bamboo. So I am starting to wonder, because I'm not seeing a huge amount of like the same things like those flowers I was getting. And because of that, I'm wondering if I do actually need to go back.
There it is.
Only from inside. So they're talking a lot about F3.
Watch out!
The destination is...
Alright. Okay. Here's something. We found a thing. Extend TV. We found Extend TV.
Hey, kids! It's time for Extend TV!
Hey, Show, that thing in your hand.
Did you find another VHS about Zen?
You got me. I found another videotape. This must be a conquest video, right?
It must be. Its title is Wrath Part 1, Moving to the Country. Good work, Show. Let's check it out now.
Don't you mean, please let me watch it, sir?
No, she definitely does not mean that.
All right, time to put the tape in. Are you ready for this, Mirai?
Yeah. Mirai is good to go.
Good to go, sir.
Yeah, whatever. Lamb meat is ready then. Time to eat some mutton. I mean, press the button.
Show, you are dumb. Oh wow, does it actually say that? Father, Mother, thank you for taking us in. That's interesting. Obviously, this is the final boss of this area because he's the one with the extra bit, the little like pig bits coming off him. Boys, make sure to say thank you. Thank you. No need to be so formal, right, Dad? Right, just make yourselves at home. If you're gonna stay here, you'll need to work your share on the farm. You may be well off, but there are no free meals here. Zen. Oh, dear, Grandpa's just joking around. Be satisfied if you'd help around the farm a little bit. Farming seems way more fun than going to school, don't you think so, big bro? Hard work as always, Zen. Out of liable! Unexpected by Kobana, boys. Now, why don't we go inside? No, I'm going inside. The food's ready. We're living together as a family. How's work? Have you gotten used to it yet? Yeah, I've been pretty busy thanks to Dad. Then again, for getting jobs for the both of us. No problem. I quite a lot of sway there. I lent some land for them to build a leisure spot in the Machino Resort, after all. Mom, you both work at the Monkey Treehouse Village now, right? What do you do there? I do all sorts of things. Managing the entrance and exit of the customers, understanding the establishment's finances, and things like making the event proposals, too. I don't know if Zen can understand all that. No, don't get it. Can I go to their place sometime? Sure, but don't tell your friends, okay? Wow, keep secrets.
Looks like it's Zen's memories this time, huh? But I'm relieved. It just looks like some heartwarming family video this time.
So far.
Huh? What part of that video made you want to cry?
I mean, he didn't want to cry, he is crying.
Dang it, I can't stop the tears.
Oh, I get it. It must have reminded you of your family.
He doesn't have a family.
That's not it. Some rain just got in my eye.
But it's not raining.
I'm gonna go blow my nose, so you close this out, Mirai.
I've never seen an assistant who acts as freely as you.
Well, he's literally the only assistant you've ever seen, so...
Okay, we'll see you again next time. Remember, kids, a brighter future.
For humanity.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Those videos are the weirdest thing, but they do definitely give you a thing to aim for.
Where are we?
So I can't go that way yet.
Can't go there.
They will break!
I really thought I was coming up behind him and he wouldn't see me. But that's not what happened.
Edible?
So off limit. I do not understand why. That's probably the dad writing too.
What is this?
F3 is the southeast entrance. So the floor 3. That's interesting. It had a different icon for a second. And I am not sure why.
I can't.
That one doesn't open. This one does.
Is it edible?
Is not edible.
Look at the map.
So that's where we came in. That had the tape in it. So where the heck is the stairs up? I can't open that one.
Let's check the map.
We are checking the map. What is that? I don't remember where that pedestal is. It's the only thing I can think of for right now. Because everything else I've been to or is a door that doesn't open.
I can't.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, that's where I found the axe.
What is this?
Careful not to trip over roots.
The way home is...
So I've been there. I haven't been through that door yet. Oh, that actually scared me. Okay. Moving up and moving through. Yep. There we go. Alright, and with that, because it just auto-saved, I will see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for being here, everybody. Bye-bye!